Welcome to another episode of Lifestyles. I am your executive show producer, Craig Sewing, and we have put together an amazing show where we explore America's finest city. We're going to go see what's happening with our military on the USS Midway. Also, first responders and exploring all of San Diego. Let's go ahead and get this show started right now.
Vargas here. Today I am so thrilled. I'm in downtown San Diego next to the historical and iconic USS Midway. I've been invited out by your local real estate expert, Mike Chiesl, and his special guest, former Navy SEAL commander, CEO and founder of Patriot's List, Colin Supko. We're going to talk a little bit about safety and security of the internet and of course the Patriot's List and everything it has to offer. Let's take a look. Hey Mike, thanks for bringing me out today on this gorgeous San Diego sunny day.
Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us where we're at today.
We are here in front of the iconic USS Midway, San Diego Military Destination 101. We're here with our brother, Colin Supko, Commander Colin Supko, Navy SEAL, just total stud, fellow Naval Academy grad, and tech entrepreneur. Super excited to have him share about what he's doing today because he's one of our own doing it here in San Diego.
Colin, what an honor. I've been looking forward to interviewing you all day. So thank you for being here and tell me a little bit about what Patriot List is and how it came about.
I sure will, Tani. Patriot List is the world's safest peer-to-peer market. And this is why it's so safe. Unlike the other peer-to-peer markets that are totally anonymous, on Patriot List, every single user identity is verified through the Department of Defense and Department of Veteran Affairs. What this does for our military communities is allows our military spouses that are being asked to move every couple years, our military families that are looking to bring in some extra income, a safe and secure place so they don't have to use some of those other anonymous marketplaces that are out there.
Definitely. And Mike, you're also a Navy Academy graduate as well.
Naval Academy.
Yes.
Yep.
So what does this mean to you as far as bringing a military and supporting the military?
I have a big heart for the military here in San Diego, especially those that get out and start their own business. We started our real estate business 10 years ago. Colin is on his second business now, and it's just so exciting to see him have success. So we want to do anything and everything because he's a piece of us here in San Diego to help him be successful. What I love about his story is it's not just an online resource for military and veterans to interact, to communicate and transact with one another. If you look at what's happening on the realms of Craigslist, I'm just going to go out and say it, people are getting robbed, people are getting beat up, people are getting murdered, and Colin has created a safe and secure way for military to interact with one another that prevents all of those issues. I mean, if you look at recent news, ISIS has even talked about using Craigslist to kill the infidels.
Yeah,
and we just can't, so we've got to be smart about the way we digitize our lives. I mean, it's here and now, and we have online communities where we interact with one another. Colin and his team are providing a system for us in the military to take care of one another, love on one another, transact with one another in a safe way.
Absolutely, and you did 3 tours in the Middle East.
I did.
So thank you for all that you do.
I did.
You go to the Middle East, you come home and you think you're going to be safe, but then we have the same problem here as far as safety and our military and our veterans and their families. So you had a unique story, if you could share it about why you started Patriot's List.
Absolutely. The story is this. Back in 2004, while I was serving in Iraq in the city of Fallujah, leading a team there, one of the folks that I was working with had asked his wife to sell some things on Craigslist while he was gone because they were going to be moving.
Yeah, and that's so common in the military, moving place to place.
Exactly, moving about every 2 years. I mean, it happens all the time. And she had done everything that one would do smartly using Craigslist and invited somebody, met the person in a public place, and she was trying to sell one of her cars And the individual asked her if he could take the car for a test drive, drove into a neighborhood, ended up pulling a firearm,
Wow.
Robbed her and her friend, and then just took off down the road. And because of the anonymity associated with it, although she went to the police, she really just couldn't provide anything than a basic description. And the perpetrator, to my knowledge,
Oh my gosh.
got away.
Yeah.
So there's no reason we should be having our military communities in this situation when there's a tool that was specifically set up for them to protect them from these types of things happening. Internet security is a massive issue, and it mostly has to do with people not understanding how easily fraudulent places like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and how easily it is that people's identities are stolen, or there's infiltrators into what they consider a secret group, which is a lot of these marketplaces, and it's dangerous.
Constantly, yeah, you see it all the time. And so not only does Patriot List provide safety and security, but it's also easy to use, which is huge.
Exactly. We like to say it's safe, simple, and social. Our ability to use peer-to-peer payment systems like PayPal, Venmo, we have an escrow payment system set up within the system, and we can do that because every member on there has already verified their identity.
What I love about it is if I want to buy a car, from Colin, I don't have to show up with a cashier's check
Right, yeah.
that he may not know is actually legit or real,
Exactly.
or show up with a boatload of cash. So they've actually created an escrow account where I can put my funds at escrow, verify that I've got the car, and then both the buyer and the seller release the funds, and it's as simple as that. There's no one else that does that.
I think one of the things that Mike and I are mostly excited about working together is that we have most recently started to offer our users the ability to post rentals and homes for sale
That's awesome.
on the platform. So they know that they're advertising their places for rent or their places for sale to other members of the military.
Yeah, and San Diego is, I read, the #1 as far as military personnel city in all of, actually, I think the whole world is what I read. So there's so many people, and I know, Mike, you see this all the time being in real estate, that military are taking advantage of. I mean, what's your take on this, and what do you do as far as to help
It's
veterans and
wildly
military?
important. Colin and I were talking about this earlier. It's wildly important that we look out for one another. It's a huge military community. 11% of San Diego's population is retired or active duty military or military family. And it's just important for us to take care of one another. Patriot List allows us the ability to do so. When it comes to real estate, we want to look out for the veteran. We not only want to educate them on the power of their VA loan and the power, if you don't know the power of your VA loan and your BAH, learn about it, please call us. But then it's also maximizing your out sale on your real estate so you can throw more money in the bank. You can create wealth. I mean, if you look at the average career of a military member, they're getting $1 million in BAH. If you're not using that to invest in yourself through your BAH and your VA loan, you're wrong. So it's just important that we as a community look out for one another. We're in real estate. There's others out there that are financial advisors, CPAs that do a great job of taking care of the military. But Patriot List builds us an online community where we can interact, transact, educate, and help one another.
Mike and Colin, thank you so much for inviting me here. It was an honor and a pleasure, and I'll be sure to check out Patriot's List.
Looking forward to it. Pleasure's been all mine.
Thank you, sir. Looking forward to working with you. Yeah.
Thank you so much to Mike Chiesl and his special guest, Colin Supko, for having me out today. And I'd also like to say, make sure you thank your veterans and military. They do so much for us. Until then, I'll see you next time.
What a great segment with Tani Vargas and Mike Chiesl, who served in our military. Thank you, Mike, for your service. Now we're going to switch gears and we're going to speak with some first responders. We're going out with Megan Tower and Tiresias Guarnata to see what's happening out in Jamul.
Hi guys, I'm Megan Tower, and today we are at the Jamul Fire Station number 36. I'm in great hands with Fire Captains Dan Tui and Isaac Sanchez. Along for the ride is Tiresias Guarnata, founder of Versant Realty. I can already tell things are heating up, so let's start those engines. So thanks for hosting us. Risha, what was the idea of bringing us here today?
Well, I just wanted to bring the fire department inside the homes of San Diego. And so, for instance, my kids absolutely freak out whenever they see a fire truck. So I thought, wouldn't that be neat to bring the fire department in the homes? People can actually see what's going on and see what you do on a day-to-day basis. I thought it'd be fascinating.
So Captain Dan, I have this idea in my mind from what I see on television. Chicago fire, the bell rings, the guys are sliding down the pole. Tell me what a typical day is like here at the fire station.
Well, a typical day here, we do respond to emergencies here, and that's a big part of what we do. That's what we train for, that's what we plan for. But there's a lot more to just running a fire station than running calls. We have all this equipment here that we have to take good care of, make sure is in operating condition. Our lives depend on it, and it's taxpayer equipment. We want to take good care of it.
Right.
So a great portion of our day is making sure all our equipment is clean, ready to operate, so we're always ready to go. Another thing we do to make sure that we're ready to go is to make sure we're physically fit. It's a very demanding job, very physically demanding, and it's up to us to make sure that we're prepared. One thing that we'll do is we exercise every day. We try to do strenuous exercise because it's a strenuous job. And our lives depend on it. Our performance for the public depend on us being really physically fit.
Yeah, and I would imagine you need sleep too if you're going to be staying up all night. What does a typical sleep rotation look like for you guys?
Well, we sleep as much as we can, right? We try to operate on a kind of a business schedule. At 6:30 we're up and we're starting our day. We're working hard all the way through dinner. After dinner, we try to bring a little downtime into our lives, but that doesn't always happen. Calls don't wait, and they don't come at 9 to 5. So there's many nights where you're up 5 times after midnight. There's many nights that you're working through the night and into the next day. So when we get a chance, we try to sleep. We try to take care of our bodies and stay healthy. But that's only when calls allow us to.
Yes, and I would imagine you need to nourish your body. So who's cooking for you guys? Do you have a resident chef? Are you taking turns?
Well, the rumors are true. Firemen are good cooks, and we make sure that we rotate. We've got some guys that are great, some guys that are good. Nobody's bad. We're very lucky here.
Awesome. So Captain Dan, I'm curious, what is the most common call that you guys receive?
Well, you guys might be surprised. The most common call we run on is medical emergencies. Oh. All of our equipment here has a paramedic staffed on it, and up to 80% of what we do is medical emergencies. We train very hard for fighting fires, for technical rescues, for getting people out of cars, and the myriad of things that the fire department does, but medical emergencies tend to be our biggest call. Mm-hmm. And although they might not be the most exciting and what you see on Chicago Fire, that's where we make the most connection with the public, and we can do a lot of our real good. Yeah. Anywhere from bringing people back to life during CPR to just comforting somebody that's sick.
Mm. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah.
You do a lot to help the community.
Right.
So thank you so much, Captain Dan. Now we're going to be checking in with Captain Isaac Sanchez. So we're heading into the summer months, and for California residents, this is the hot season for those wildfires. What are you guys doing to help prepare the community?
Sure. One of the main things that we do is part of our Defensible Space inspection program. We'll go out and we'll physically inspect every single home that's in our role area. And we try to do that on a countywide basis in the unincorporated communities of San Diego. But that's a day in and day out process. We did hire additional folks this year so that we can conduct those inspections on a daily basis. But it also falls back on the folks at the fire station level, on the engine companies. They'll get out in between calls and they'll go and do their inspections and just ensure that the community is as safe as possible when it comes to wildfire.
Wow.
Yeah, so Captain Isaac, so I know that you guys do so much. You do so much for us. Now, what can a homeowner, someone that's living in their house with these big yards and lots, I mean, it's dry right now, it's like a dry heat. And just to prevent fires and help you guys out a little bit, what can we do as a community to help you?
Sure. There's a couple things you can do. One of them is, like I said, as part of our defensible space inspection program, is to create that defensible space. Get the defensible space in now so that when it does come, if the fire does come, and we have to protect a structure, it gives us a place to work from in a safe manner. We all know that fighting fires is already a dangerous operation, and that space in there, that clearance that the homeowners can do, gives us a safer place to work from and gives us a fighting chance to save their home. But in addition to that, they can prepare themselves, they can prepare their families, they can come up with an evacuation plan that's going to help them to evacuate in a more organized manner than they normally would. It's a stressful thing to do. You have a very limited amount of time to decide what you're going to bring with you.
Right.
So the sooner you can get those decisions made and have them written down, the better off you're going to be when the time comes.
Yeah, maybe have them easily accessible.
Absolutely.
And then just have a plan of attack for anything that can go wrong.
Absolutely.
What to do next.
Sure, and we have, CAL FIRE does have a Ready for Wildfire app, and
wonderful.
it takes you through both processes. It takes you through a step-by-step process to create defensible space around your home, but in addition to that, it'll give you an organized process to prepare yourself in the event that you do have to evacuate.
Okay, wow.
So now you guys are seen as the local heroes. You're putting yourselves in harm's way. I know her kids were just like, oh my gosh,
Freaking out.
when
They wanted to come so
they
bad.
saw you.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it makes us feel great, but at the same time, it brings on, it increases the level of responsibility that we feel towards that community. We're all in this business for a reason. Most of us got into it because we wanted to contribute on some level. But when you're held to that standard, it just kind of ups that level of responsibility, that sense of community that you have, and it certainly is taken into consideration when we're working.
So now I heard that on any given day, the equipment weighs 45, 75 pounds. I couldn't even imagine walking in a straight line wearing that amount of equipment, let alone climbing a ladder or stairs.
Sure.
So I heard you're gonna suit us up and we're gonna try it out?
Absolutely. We're going to do a couple different outfits that we wear. One for the structure firefighting portion that we do, and then the other for the wildland fire mission that we have.
Okay, excellent. Well, I can't wait. So let's make it happen.
Awesome.
Yeah?
All right, so we're gonna just, okay, with the dress on, let's give that.
All right.
We'll tuck it in here. And then how fast can you guys do this? How fast can you get dressed?
Dressed in a minute.
Oh wow,
Okay.
Shoulder, there you go.
all right, so you have to
I'm
be
so
zipped
official
up.
now.
It's radiant
not
in,
radiant,
it doesn't burn.
Looking good, looking.
Hold on to this.
Oh my gosh,
There you go.
so it goes up high like this?
Yep, we understand.
Go.
Now, wildland fire, if you didn't have a hose pack.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what am I supposed to do with that? Okay, now if I fall, will you catch me?
Yeah.
Right.
That's good.
Yes. Wait, don't want to fall. Yeah.
Thanks everybody for hopping on our tour today of Jamul Fire Station number 36. And big thanks to Captains Dan Tui and Isaac Sanchez, along with Tiresias Granada, founder of Versant Realty. We hope you learned a little something about fire awareness to help you get ready for your blazing summer ahead.
We have a winner! Johnny, you won! You won!
Grandma?
There are certain times in life when you need a neutral third party to call the shots.
I know, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't, you hear me?
Keep it fair. Choose Oakwood Escrow.
Now we're going to have some fun and go out to the beach with Molly Odell. We're visiting one of the top realtors in the coastal market in Katrina Russell. Let's go check out what's happening in OB.
Hey everybody, Molly Odell here with another sunny, beautiful day in San Diego. Today I'm out with Coldwell Banker's #1 agent, Katrina Russell, in her hometown of OB to talk about all the amazing things happening in the city and this great new listing just about to hit the market. Katrina, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. So you invited me out to this wonderful new listing you have. Tell me all about it.
Well, it's a beautiful home in Sunset Cliffs. 5-bedroom, 5-bath, just over 4,200 square feet. Ocean views from every single room in the home.
Oh my gosh.
It's absolutely beautiful. Lots of character.
I love it. Well, I walked in and I'm like, this home, I mean, you walk in and you're so comfortable.
Yeah.
And the style here, it's really like almost East Coast beachy feel.
Yeah. I feel like I'm in Pottery Barn.
Exactly. This home is stunning. So it is a dual level home, but it really lives as a single because of all the masters downstairs.
Oh yeah. It was originally a single level home. My clients added the master bedroom upstairs, which has amazing views, but even the downstairs masters have amazing views. So
I think this house is absolutely amazing, and I noticed that you can actually see the beach. I mean, there's a lot of open land back there.
Oh yeah, Sunset Cliffs Natural Park is across the street. Nobody can ever build.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's going to be preserved by the city, and we're overlooking tons of local surf spots with funny names like Garbage, Luscombe's, other ones I probably won't even say out loud, but
I can't believe they name places like that in such a beautiful beach.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I heard you have a listing video, so let's check it out.
Okay.
Okay, so that was such a cool listing video, and seeing like the views, to die for.
Oh yeah.
I mean, somebody's gonna come in this home and like want to stay here forever. They're not even gonna want to leave to make an offer.
Yeah, they're gonna fall in love. Just like I did the minute I walked in the door.
Absolutely, and all this area out here, I mean, it's rare that you find such a huge yard down by the beach.
Yeah, this is rare for Sunset Cliffs because most views along Sunset Cliffs that are unobstructable are from a front yard. So you're sitting on the street. This is a backyard view, total privacy, extremely rare.
I love it. Okay, so OB, Point Loma are like your spots, and I know that you live in OB, right?
I do. I've been here since 1992. I love our neighborhood.
Oh my gosh.
It's really the best place to live in San Diego as far as I'm concerned.
I think so. But what makes OB different from other beach towns?
Well, it's casual,
Yeah.
as is this house. It's very beachy, it's very unpretentious, and you get a lot for your money. It's a good value.
I think so too. So one of my favorite things about OB is the dog beach, because I'm totally a dog person. But what's one of your favorite things about OB?
Sunset Cliffs. I take my kids swimming. We hike down the cliffs and swim along the coast, and it's very private, and it's
amazing down there.
It's really wonderful.
I love it, and I love the quality of people that are around here. I mean, you really find some great people in OB and Point Loma area.
Oh yeah.
Especially at Sunset Cliffs.
Yeah.
So I heard that there's a street fair hosted here each year.
Yeah, every summer we have a street fair. They close down the main street in Ocean Beach. Bands, chili cook-off. It's just so fun.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Yeah.
And you guys also have the farmers market each week here.
Every Wednesday, they
And
close down the main street.
That is huge. I mean, I drive all the way over here just for the farmers market. And I mean, what kind of vendors are there for people that maybe haven't been there before?
Oh, food, flowers. The happiest flower vendor I've ever met in my life is there. That's who I always buy from.
Oh, I need to go to that person.
Yeah, so really anything you want, but a lot of organic foods and pre-made foods too.
Ooh.
You can walk down there with your kids and eat dinner and then head down and watch the sunset. So, which we actually did last night because it's on Wednesdays.
How was that?
It's fun. The kids love it. We love it. It's crowded. It's eclectic.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
OB is like one of my favorite spots, so I'm definitely like on your board with that. So, but I'm seeing a lot of new building happening over here. What's going on?
Oh, so much construction. Really a lot of change going on in the Ocean Beach area, for better or worse. You know, we love the flavor of our community, the cottages and the character, but you know, times are changing. And Ocean Beach has been discovered a little bit. It's gentrifying. And hopefully we can manage that and keep our cool OB vibe and get all these new great restaurants and bars that are coming in.
I think that OB is the one place that can do that. I mean, you walk down the street and it's like a great people watching place. You get like, you know, your local neighborhood. It's amazing.
Yeah, very strong community.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for inviting me out to your neighborhood of OB today.
Thanks for coming.
I love it out here, and I love this house. So let's stay here for a while longer.
Okay, sounds good.
When you live in San Diego, you truly use every excuse that you can get to come down to the beach, especially such unique beach communities like OB. Thank you so much, Katrina Russell, for having me out to your hometown today and introducing me to this wonderful new listing right on Sunset Cliffs.
Well, I hope you enjoyed Lifestyles, the only show of its kind that explores America's finest city. Don't forget, you can engage in the conversation with us. Hope you will reach out to us online, follow us on social media, and don't forget to tune in next week for another episode of Lifestyles. Have a great weekend.